I want to preach a message today. I've preached it many times. In fact, so many times that if you've been listening to me last year and this year, you may even be tired. The unclean spirit with purpose. I saw a demon in the Bible which had more common sense than Christians. The demon seemed to understand love and unity more than Christians. In fact, this demon seemed to be a professor in lessons on sociology. I learned a lot from the demon. The Bible said in the book of Proverbs, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider its ways and learn. So what the Bible is saying here is that you can learn from an ant. Then Jesus said, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. That means you can learn from a serpent and you can learn from a dove. And then he also said that the unjust steward behaved himself wisely. And Jesus said the children of this generation are in their own generation wiser than the children of light. If you want some of the most destructive people in the world, come to church. If you want people that are specialists in fighting their own kingdom, it is Christians. Look, while this service is going on, I can promise you, almost anybody who is watching live streaming, who will insult us, is a Christian. Anything I say today, the one who disagree with me is carrying a Bible, not Quran. The one who is likely to write a comment online and say they are deceiving all these people will be a Christian. There is no kingdom in this world where they fight one another more than us. We are specialists. Now, I saw a demon in Luke chapter 11, and this demon was very smart. The Bible said in Luke chapter 11, the verse number 24, and I want to rush it. I want to rush this tape. Today, I just decided that I'm not going to start from the beginning and do all the introductory things. So I decided I'm going to pick it from chapter 5 and then go. So the rest of it, you have to read it. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through the dry places, seeking rest and finding none. He saith, I will return to my house whence I came out. And the verse number 25 says, and when he cometh and findeth the place swept and garnished, verse 26, then goeth he and taketh unto him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of the man is worse than the first. Now the purpose of this demon is the purpose of Satan, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Before this demon could achieve his goal, somebody has come and cast it out. Now go back with me to the verse number 24. This demon had not achieved its purpose when somebody came and cast it out. And the demon was walking through dry places, seeking rest, finding none. He says, I will go back to my house whence I came out. Verse 25. And when he cometh and findeth it swept and garnished. When he cometh and findeth it swept and garnished. The Lord ministered to me today and said, the lack of wisdom of many Christians is that they forget that most of the things they have, they did not work for it. They only found it. This demon was in his own house. They came and cast it out. It went, came back, and found out that the place was swept and garnished. You only found it. You didn't work for it. And when the demon saw it like that, he said, you know what? I didn't work for this. I didn't create this. If I stay here alone, they'll come and cast me out. I'm going to bring other demons to stay here with me. Listen to me. The thing you are greedy about, you only found it. The house you think is yours, you only found it. And people, I was standing today in my bathroom when God brought my history. Yehovah, he brought my history. My history. I saw myself as a young boy today. The picture came to me like a movie. I saw myself walking about in Bogatanga seeking rest and finding none. From baller to baller, dunghill to dunghill. I found myself sometimes staying with relatives. And I remembered how my uncles came and took my things, our few clothing and bag, and threw them out of the house. I saw myself as a young boy. My parents would carry me from one hospital to another, sick almost every day. I saw myself, I couldn't pay school fees. I couldn't go to secondary school. It was my teacher and my uncle who took me to secondary school. My father couldn't afford it. I saw myself from one place to another, seeking rest. My father was worshiping idols, trying to find peace for us in idols. Couldn't find. I went from place to place. I moved. My father was moving throughout Ghana. Sometimes we are in Tamale, sometimes we are in Takoradi, sometimes we are in Kumasi, sometimes we are in Accra. And when we go to Accra, I'm not saying we're in Trasacco Valley, we're in Sabonzongo. And in the army barracks, roaming from place to place and seeking rest. Found none until I got born again. And when I got born again, as a pastor growing up, I was moving from place to place. You preach here, you go there. We started our church. They were sacking us from one place to another. We will be meeting in a classroom, they'll come and throw us out. We're going to some public property, they throw us out. We were just roaming. One day we went to a place and found something swept and garnished. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of us here, there is something you have. You only found it. You don't know who. Now, when this demon came and the place was swept and garnished, the question is, who swept the place? Who garnished the place? Who made the place clean? Who put everything in the place? He doesn't know it is a product of grace. Ladies and gentlemen, you are sitting on grace. That is why your character cannot be the character you have right now. You have a wife, you don't know how she came about. You have a husband, you don't know how he came about. You have a church, you don't even know how you became a pastor. 50 years ago, 40 years ago, if somebody had told this man of God he will be having a beautiful church like this, you say it is not possible. All of us are sitting in a dream. We are sitting in something we didn't create. We are sitting in a miracle. This is not how you were born. This is not what your father gave you. This is not what your mother gave you. 10 years ago, this was not your situation. A common demon came to a place and said, my name is demon. This can only be grace. I didn't sweep this place. I did not garnish this place. I didn't furnish this place. I did not equip this place. I don't know how it happened. But I must fulfill my assignment here. I want to destroy this man. I want to kill this man. If I stay here alone, they'll come and throw me out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 7 demons more wicked than myself, and we will come and stay in this man and consolidate the grace. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have is grace. Until you bring in other people's grace, you cannot consolidate the grace. Very soon the devil will knock you out. What you are sitting in and you don't know where it came from. If you become greedy, you want to eat alone, you want to enjoy alone, you want to bless alone, you want to take all the glory alone. Very soon the devil will cast you out again. The only way you can stay in this thing and enjoy it forever and stay in it for many years is if, like that demon, you can go and look for 7 other people more anointed, wiser, more powerful, greater to come and stay there with you. Then you can last. then you can last. Now, this demon, the demon said, I cannot stay here alone. Very soon, they'll cut me out again. If I want to stay here for long, I must go and look for 7 other demons, more wicked than myself. Then we will come in and stay in this man. But you know what, people? Many of us can never bring others who are more anointed than us in a place. The demon didn't just say, I'm going to look for demons to come and stay here with me. He said, I'm looking for 7 demons, more wicked. That word more wicked means more evil, more harmful, more calamitous. That means you are saying, I want people who are more intelligent than me in my system. I want people who are more anointed than me in my system. I want people who are more creative than me in my system. I want somebody who is more beautiful than me to be my husband's secretary. And I want a man who is more handsome than me to be my wife's driver. You know what? So many times we are very insecure about people who look better than us. As soon as you see somebody who is more anointed than you, you get nervous. You see somebody who looks bigger than you are nervous. Listen to me. There is some kind of wisdom I didn't have. Some kind of calculated way of doing things and understanding things I didn't have. When I became closer to Dr. Menso Tabo, I saw that this my gra thing, some bit of more common sense was coming in, because you see somebody who also is more meticulous and more calculated in his thinking than you are. Ladies and gentlemen, until you bring people around you who are greater than you, bigger than you, better than you in some ways, you will never accomplish your purpose in life. I pray that God will help you. You see, many people in life, they want to be surrounded by people who are smaller than them. So look at you. You are better than all the people around you. If you want, write down the 7 closest people to you. You are better than all of them. You are more intelligent than them, more anointed than them, more prosperous than them. And that is because you want to be surrounded by people you can bully. People you can look at and feel good. You look at them, I mean all of them, you have more exposure than them, you are greater than them. Some intentionally marry a wife they can bully. And they marry a woman who has no intelligence at all so that they can feel intelligent. And some women to marry a man who is a fool so that they will feel intelligent. And a person or worry to lege na wadani Jezebel na papani Ahab. Listen, may God give you wisdom. And from today, I see you surrounded by people who are more prayerful, more anointed, more gifted, more exposed, more blessed. Can I hear you shout an amen? The next time you recruit somebody into your life, may the person be bigger and better than you. Otherwise, you know what? You will toil in life. Oh, today I was doing my cover designs, the cover designs of my book. I believe myself because my cover designs, normally I see them by revelation. I saw the thing by revelation. I finished a book. The book is going to the printers. This week, I decided that let me hold the printers back and just do some bit of corrections here and there. Then, the head of my media department came to me and said, Daddy, me and so, who do the media work in the ministry, we have a problem with your book covers. We think your book covers, they are not nice. There is a problem with it. And you say, who do you think you are? Where were you born? When were you born? Give me your historical background, your scientific background, and your spiritual background. But I said, let me listen to this young man. He began to critique the covers, all three. Then I said, okay, let me talk to the gentleman who advised you. I got the gentleman. He looked at one of the covers. He said, Daddy, this book looks like child play. And my wife is listening to him with me. And then he says, it's like child play. He said, but for your name, if you put this book on the shelf, nobody will buy it because the cover is not nice. Blunt. Then he laughed. He said, oh, as for this one, Daddy, or Sremi, or Dimi who fell. Or Juana, I humbled myself. I called my book designer in Canada. I said, you know what? Some young boys, these young boys, where they are going is not where we are coming from. Enti Jack, we belong to a generation before computer. Let's allow these young men to help us to produce something for the future. You know what? So I gave him my designer's number, and I gave my designer's number to him. I said, both of you come together and see what you can do for me. Because you see, if I must go to the next level, I need the people that can carry me to the next level. Maya kataba shekebo. Listen. Naaman the leper was a leper for years. His wife didn't know what to do with that leper until a housemaid came to the madam and said, Madam, I know you have been hugging leprosy. You have been hugging leprosy and romancing leprosy for years. Madam, meaning say, oh, taste. Let me say, oh, taste. No, you enjoy quarter. But madam, I know a prophet in Israel who can heal your husband's leprosy. And that is how Naaman got the healing. A housemaid advised a madam about what to do about the husband's leprosy. You are the wife in the house. Your housemaid will come to you and tell you, Madam, and me say, Nancy, Daddy, Danu miti say, or can BP who wants him. But Mama, and me say, and Chine a udit good daddy at Yanimo, a dorsal, and Timaba, yente and Chine so that Daddy, no quabetinting, nonsense, I pay you for. Ukromo for ya pay for. Oh, Mammy, a pay for, and I will not pay for. What now, me how to cook food for my husband? But ladies and gentlemen, your housemaid can teach you the way. Your driver can teach you the way. Your security man can teach you the way. Can I hear you scream like your voice is yours and praise? Listen, at a certain level of ministry, your administrator should be more intelligent than you. Your prayer warrior should be more prayerful than you are. Your financial director should be sharper than you are. And watch this. Your resident pastor should be able to teach the word and pastor the people more than you can do. Until you see the people who look greater and bigger and better, more anointed than you around you, it means you are going nowhere. Going nowhere. And here we are, all those kind of people, they rather give us insecurity. We fear them. As soon as we see them, like King Saul, we take a javelin, attempting to kill them. Go to our companies, go to our families, come to our churches. Mediocrity. Everything is mediocre. Oh, and that's because the good one only kunis is here. And I concern for. We are so for Crown Ben West. So for show you na assistant pastor no or ya ji asori na afa. Me see, o preacher the way you're budging so. Hey, Daddy, who do you preach omuti odin o? Na koi ofa microphone na hey He has killed his 10,000s, and now you have killed daddy. Here, you have to hold your territory, daddy. You have to be in control here. Now, also is in control. May the Lord help us. May the Lord help us. So the demon, now people, we are not talking about a man of God here. We are not talking about an angel here. We are not talking about a spirit-filled man here. We are talking about a demon with common sense, which Christians don't have, which intellectuals don't have. He said, I was here, I couldn't finish the work, and they drove me out. Now, if I must finish the work, I need demons who are more wicked than I am. I know you are a rich man, but you need people who are richer than you. I know you are a great man, but you need people who are greater than you. I pray for grace for you to attract, for you to draw people that are smarter than you, people that are bigger than you, people that are more anointed than you. Receive it in the name of Jesus. Oh, can you imagine if you have a wife who is more educated than you? Do you know how far you can go in life if you have a wife who is more educated than you? I know men who have first degree, and they tell themselves, if I marry a woman with first degree or masters, she'll come and bully me. And mama, of course, girl be mama, you crash yo. Me pe oba onko skuda. Me peso biabia obabia ebe shame so. Na umu akofa adobia ba. Otiwa na adobia. Mama of course say, Kwame, ya de adobia ba. Aha, wa ba odo atu. Come on, give a big clap of it. Because you see, you don't want anybody around you who is sharper. You want to feel big. So this demon came and said, you know what? This is a work of grace. I must achieve my goal. Everybody say grace. And everybody say goal. So the demon appreciates grace. And the demon understands how to achieve a goal. My goal is that the latter state of this man should be worse than the beginning. I cannot do that alone. And number two, I cannot do it with people like me. People like myself are more ordinary. We cannot do it. I need demons that are more wicked. I need some ninja demons. I need some dangerous demons, more harmful, more evil, more calamitous. I need them here. But you see, when the place is swept and garnished, there are two major factors here you must look at: the goods and the glory. Let's start with the glory. If I go and I bring demons that are more wicked than me, when we are working, who will have the glory? Who will be the leader? Who will be the head? Who will be the boss? Who will be the king? Who will be giving the instructions? Who will be giving the commands? And who will be the follower? This demon said, you know what? This thing is grace. I don't care whether I bring other demons and I'm sweeping, I'm mopping the floor. I don't care if I clean the toilets. I don't care if I cook the food. The most important thing is that I have a goal. The goal is not the glory, but the goal is to destroy this man. So if I bring in other demons, and we destroy the man, my purpose is accomplished. I'm not here because of the glory. Look at what Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and the verse number 7 and 8. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse number 7 and 8. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And who and what hast thou that thou did not receive? And if thou didst receive it, why do you glory as if you did not receive it? What makes you different from another? Several years ago, if you told me I'll be the senior pastor of a church, I would say it can never happen. If you told me I'll be in a crowd talking to people and this number of people will be listening to me, I'll tell you no. If you told me I'll be the pastor of Boga Dead Pastures, I'll tell you it's not possible. I'll tell you, it cannot happen. I used to walk by that place, and it was a place they had secured to do a cinema palace, and an uncompleted building was sitting there. Even that uncompleted building, I used to say, blessed is the man that owns this. It was uncompleted. I never had a dream I'll be here. Several years ago, if you told me this, I would say it's not possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my story, and I know you have a similar story.